This, if we had something that we could sit this on like this, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Should I do next? Yeah, do that.
Okay. Let me see. This has to. Oh my Lord. Hey Divas, how you doing? Oh my God. Yes. Okay, star. I would love to know what's behind that. Okay? I would love to know the story. Hey, beautiful divas, this is Shay, your girl, your love diva, Master Certified Love Strategist, voted top 5 love coach in the entire world. I am a scientist and a tech founder of the very first and only AI-powered love coach from the convenience and privacy of your very own pocket called Her Pocket Coach. And if you are here to up-level your love life using the predictability of science and technology, then baby girl, you are in the right place because I like to love upon you. For all of you who are new to me, you have never ever seen me live before. You are a virgin to my lives. Please drop your name, where you're from, and a heart emoji if you are brand new to my lives. You've never seen me live before. However, if you have seen me live and you're returning back to Diva, please drop your name and a lipstick emoji, not your lips, ma'am, a lipstick emoji, so that I can welcome you back into the Diva Hood. I hope you guys are doing good. We're gonna talk about it, ladies. We're going to talk about why are you still single? What are the secret ancient techniques to triggering a man biochemically, to bond to you, to want you and want to pour into you, to want to commit to you and provide? We're going to talk about all of that. And the better you are at that, then the better quality man that you're going to attract. Rudo, welcome, baby. Welcome back. Sally, welcome back. She said, oh my God, it's really you. Hey. It's me. Hey. Marcia, Bedell, welcome back. Baby Jasmine, welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all come in. Make sure you have your red lipstick on and activate that feminine energy. Make sure you have your tea because we're going to get into it. We're going to figure out what it is that you have been asking yourself for so long. Like, why? After everything I have done, I've tried everything. Why in the hell am I still single? What is it? Why do I keep attracting build-a-bears? Why do I keep attracting narcissists? Like, what is it going to take for me to attract a man who matches me at the level that I've done life? Like, I am highly successful. I'm an overachiever. I've accomplished so much in my life, and I cannot seem to do the same in my love life. I'm getting ready to give you answers on what exactly is blocking you so that you are no longer in the dark. Hey, love. Whether you're single or married, ma'am, okay? If you're not happy, then I'm here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you use science to uplevel your love life. So for all of you who are just now joining, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Shay, your girl, your love diva, master. I'm a Master Certified Love Strategist. I've been voted one of the top 5 love coaches in the entire world. However, I'm the best in the world at helping women to uplevel and align their love blueprint so that they can be able to attract a masculine, marriage-minded man who's effed up, unfaithful, and wants forever to love you. So I teach my clients to use the science so that they can predictably trigger his bonding hormones so that he is bonded to her versus being connected to her, attached to her. It's not enough for him to be attracted to you, ma'am. You want him to be biochemically bonded to you. So I teach you how to uplevel your love life because once you're able to trigger a man to be biochemically bonded to you, then that man is automatically going to want to provide, protect, and commit to you automatically. Okay, so you got to be careful when you're using this stuff, because don't go out and use all these amazing techniques and then next thing you know you attracting raggedy Build-A-Bears. That don't come to me for that, man. If you want to attract elite love, drop elite in the chat. Hey Patricia, welcome back, love. If you want to attract a man who makes 67 figures plus, he is financially successful, because that's baseline, ma'am, and he has character, values, and valor, then put elite in the chat. Okay? If you would rather attract that kind of man. You just want a regular man, ma'am, if that's what you want, then no judgment, but you don't need me for that. Okay? If you just want a regular man, a man that you're the one that's going to have to tell what to do, you're the one that's going to have to pay the bills or go a half, you're the one that's going to have to be the provider and the protector, and you're the one that's going to have to shoot your shot and all of that other stuff, masculine energy stuff, then this ain't it. This ain't that, man. But if you are declaring that you are calling forth elite love, then drop elite. She's like, you already know. That's right, Lisa. You already know. I taught you better than that. But if you are boldly declaring that your intention is to attract elite love, and when I say elite love, like one of my clients, she attracted this amazing man after she was able to align her love blueprint. She attracted this amazing man who is very wealthy, very successful, owns his own plane. The man picked her up within his plane, took her to Lake Como, ma'am, bought her a luxury car after 5 months of dating, proposed to her at 11 months, and now they're married, and she's still very, very happy. Okay? And if you understand the science, then you're not going to feel like you're playing Russian roulette when it comes to this. You're not going to feel like you're just trying to figure this out and you're holding on to a man because you're afraid that if you let this one go, then nothing else is going to come along. You'll know how to trigger that bonding biology like clockwork, and because of that, then you'll enter into the dating world with a different level of confidence that makes you absolutely magnetic. Now, you are the one in the driver's seat. You're the one selecting the best option for you. So let's go ahead and get started, ladies. What's the number one challenge? What's the number one challenge that you're dealing with as the beautiful, successful woman you are who is dating? What is it? Talk to me. Put in the chat. You tired of people calling you big money? Are you tired of that? Or making little sly comments every time they find out about your career? How many of you have ever experienced that? Like when the guy finds out what is it that you do, then now he starts acting funny or taking shots or making kind of sly comments. Say I. Like how many of you have ever experienced that? Say I. Finding someone is your challenge? I remember when I was single and the guy was like, big money, oh, you could buy us dinner. I was like, I want to throw up in my mouth. Okay? That is not funny. That is not funny. At all. But you talk to me, tell me what your challenge is, and then I'm going to talk to you on how to use the science to trigger biology, and we're going to talk about the 6 phases of every relationship to be able to understand the science of attraction and the process that he goes through in order for him to be bonded to you so that you can be able to use that to your advantage. I'm retired and you wanted me to give up my benefits. What do you mean give up your benefits? Like, give it to him? What? Huh? What? So they're not making men. I don't know if y'all haven't noticed. Hold on 1 second. YouTube. I'm so sorry because I had this. Tim woke up for no reason and started live. Yay! It's 2 a.m. where you're at, man. Where are you? Have y'all not noticed that a lot of men, not all of them, but a lot of men have zero shame? Like back in the day, back in our granddaddy age, and possibly our daddy age, like men had a pride about providing, and they would never ask a woman for money, and they would never let a woman pay for dinner. They wouldn't, be sitting while a woman's standing. Like, do y'all remember that? Nowadays, like a lot of these men, they don't have the same values. A lot of these men, they're sweetness. Okay, they want flowers too, and they want you to chase them and prove yourself to them, and they're highly, highly in their feminized energy. okay? And the energy of they're the ones that want to be protected and provided. Right. They want to be taken care of. It is absolutely interesting. Absolutely interesting. And I had a client who started dating a guy, and after 5 months of this is dating, okay? They're not married. They weren't even in an exclusively committed relationship. He said in order for him to consider being in an exclusive relationship with her, he needed to know that he can trust her and that she was loyal. And if she was really loyal, then she would add his name to the deed. You can't make this stuff up. Like, this man was telling her, as not her man, okay? He was telling her that she's not loyal unless she adds him to the deed of her house that she already paid off. Like, they getting creative nowadays. All right, it's like a landmine of Build-A-Bears. And if you don't know what you're doing when you're in the dating game and you're just out here willy-nillying it, and you don't understand how important it is to be able to understand the science of attraction, to understand that the more that you increase your feminine energy, the more likely you're going to attract a masculine man. And that masculine man is going to be the provider. He's going to be the protector. He's going to be willing to marry you. That's what masculine men do. Then you're setting yourself up for heartbreak, man. You're putting yourself at risk. You really are. And with all the success that you have, with all that you accomplish, you can't afford to take those kind of chances. So let's have a conversation. How many of you are brand new? Like, you have never heard me talk about the science of attraction and the 6 phases of a relationship and biochemically what a man goes through when he is bonding to you and how to be able to trigger him to bond to you for life. How many of you have never heard me talk about it? Say, you're brand new. Hey. Okay. Tana. Who else? Hey, Cal. Where are my brand new people? You have never heard me talk about the science of attraction and the 6 phases of attraction, what he goes through, and how to bag him. So everybody else has already been on my lives. Some of y'all are just hanging out in the peripheral of my lives. You won't come in, man. You won't. That means you ain't getting all of this extra energy. Oh, and another thing too is I'm very, very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. So, and I also believe in frequency and vibration. I'm a scientist, so science proves that anyway. But I also understand that if the moon can impact the ocean, then of course the moon and the planets is going to impact us if we're 70% water. And we're moving into the year of the horse, right? And that's a different kind of energy. So for many of you, you probably felt like everything has been hard. Like, it seems like there's resistance or a block to you all. It seems like there's resistance or a block to you accomplishing your goals, right? To you being able to have what it is that you want. And that was because you are leaving a 1 year, and then you're moving into a year where it's supposed to take off. You're in the year of the horse. So all the hard work that you've been doing is supposed to take off in February. So this is the time that you plant the seed to you manifesting and aligning with your romantic best friend. Y'all don't waste this energetic time, okay? Don't. And it's so interesting because our calendars have been booked and busy because a lot of you already get it. You can feel it, and you're not playing, and you're like, this is it. I'm moving in to aligning with my romantic best friend. So let's get into it. How many of you want to meet your soulmate within the next 3 to 6 months? Say I. Like, where are you? How many of you want to meet your soulmate within the next 3 to 6 months? Just put it in the chat. Say I. How many of you are courageous enough to admit that you want love and you want to attract your soulmate within the next 3 to 6 months? Within 3 to 6 months. Okay. Okay. You don't want to have to take forever. You want to figure it out. You don't feel like you're playing Russian roulette. All right. All right. So let me tell you what to do. Okay. This is the steps that I would take you through if you was my client. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm ShayYourLoveDiva. I'm a Master Certified Love Strategist. What that is, that's at a higher tier than just a regular love coach. I'm actually one of the pioneers in the love coaching industry. I started back in 2003 when I did a dating experiment where I went on 100 dates in a little over 3 months and interviewed over 4,000 men, women, and couples. And I read hundreds of books on dating, relationships, the anthropology and psychology of attraction, and what triggers a man to choose one woman over another, what triggers him to choose her, what turns him off from choosing her. And I studied it and I mastered it because I realized I was so bad at it. Like, I kept attracting Build-A-Bear after Build-A-Bear. And when I found myself homeless, a single mother, or a single woman with a blessing in the form of a child, I decided that my daughter deserved better than that. And I'm a science girl. I graduated in biology. I was accepted into medical school. I was in pharmaceutical sales for 15 years. And I knew that if I can do an experiment and discover what is the formula for being able to get any man that I wanted, then I could increase the likelihood of being able to attract my romantic blessing. And so that's what I did. And when I went on the dating experiment, I learned so much by accident. And I was studying women, I was studying men, I was studying couples who were in relationships because it wasn't enough for me to just attract a man, okay? And I meet women all the time that they just want a man. Like, if he has a penile, then that's good enough. And while he's treating you like crap, ma'am, while he's taking advantage of you, while he's not respecting you, while he's not adding any value to you, you're holding on to him because you don't have the tools to feel confident to know that when you let this ragamuffin go, that just like that, you know how to trigger the bonding biology that will have you drawn in a better quality man. And because of that, you hold on to the man. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to get the best quality man for me. And then what I discovered is that it was so easy once you understood. Like, once you really understand this, it's not as difficult as it seems. And it is so much easier, so much predictable. As a matter of fact, ladies, what I discovered and what my clients have discovered is the better you are at triggering his bonding biology, then the better quality man that you attract. Okay? The better you are at triggering his bonding biology, then the better quality man that you attract because you're intentional. And so when I was doing the dating experiment, and what I would do is I started recording it on YouTube, and I would go on YouTube because they didn't have live back in those days. So I would go on YouTube and I would do a video and I would say, yeah, I met a guy, he's really nice, I'm going to get this man to fall for me in less than 30 days. And then, sure enough, in less than 30 days, it would happen over and over and over again. And then I would bring a guy on camera, he would record a video, and he would go on and on and on about how much he was into me. And just so y'all understand how powerful what I learned was, a man bought me a house. Actually, I got 3 houses. Like, my current husband bought me a house. Actually, bought 2 houses. And then my ex-husband bought me a house. And then the guy that I was dating, I wasn't even in an exclusive relationship with him. I told him I wanted a house to start real estate investing. He bought me a house. Another man bought me a car. I was getting shopping sprees. Like, they always wanted to buy me stuff. I got tickets to the Masters, the Super Bowl, the Open. I've been proposed to 7 times, and I've been married to my romantic best friend for 11 happy years. He is my bestest friend. I love him so much and enjoy being married to him. Like, when people are like, marriage is hard work, like, no, it's not supposed to be. Just so you know, it is not supposed to be. And the way I prepare my students is I prepare for them to have a happy marriage, but they're not having to grudge it out and hard work it out. Because when you rewire your love blueprint for a healthy relationship, then you become a magnet to healthy relationship. And you continue to grow together and evolve together, but it shouldn't be hard work while you're doing that. I love my husband. It feels like I get to have a slumber party with my best friend every single day. Like, literally. And even though there's sometimes it gets my nerves, funny you said that to me today, like, I know sometimes I be getting on your nerves. I said, sometimes I just be wanting to punch you in the throat. But I be wanting to punch him in the throat with love, y'all. Like, I be wanting to love him while I punch him in the throat. So marriage is definitely not supposed to be hard. But when you understand how to be able to trigger his bonding biology, it becomes easy. So let me give you a sneak peek on what you can do, because I only have like 10 minutes. and you can start to use this today for it to work for you. The first thing that I do with my students is I have you take what's called a love success assessment, because I believe that dating, attracting love should be as intentional as it was that you were intentional when you was accomplishing all of your goals and when you were accomplishing your success. Like, you shouldn't just be blindly rushing and letting it. So that means that you need to know what is your style of dating. What is blocking you from being able to attract love? You need to discover, like, what are your love blocks? What is your feminine energy level, so that you know what's the likelihood of you being able to magnetize a masculine man. If you are low feminine energy, high masculine energy man, then that means that you're going to align with a man who's in his high feminine energy. You don't want that, because everything in the universe has a frequency and vibration. And the vibration, what you call testosterone, the frequency vibration of testosterone, is that testosterone is the doer and the giver. Okay, literally, when they get that XY chromosome, like, their whole brain expresses itself differently, operates differently than a woman. So the most powerful thing that you can understand, ladies, is first that men are not like us. Put it in the chat just so I can make sure y'all are following me, and that y'all can lock that into your subconscious mind. Put it in the chat. Men are not like us. Okay? Just write it down. Hold on. Put it in the chat, ma'ams. Men are not like us. Men are not, I think they filtering y'all comments out. Men are not like us. They don't date like us. They don't fall in love like us. They don't bond like us. They're not like us. Their brains work completely different. And when you understand that, you become extremely powerful. They're not like us. So then when you understand what your love archetype, when you understand what your feminine energy is, then you can use it to your benefit. That's the first thing. The second thing, when you understand that when you are meeting a man, ladies, based on your archetype is going to determine your magnetism. Okay? Okay, how you doing? So your archetype is going to determine what kind of men you're attracting. How many of you tend to attract narcissists all the time? Like, no matter what you try, you're like constantly attracting narcissists. Say hi. Where's my narcissist magnets? Keep attracting narcissists. You said I sound fuzzy on YouTube. How many of you keep attracting cheaters and liars? How many of you, like, you stay attracting the cheater or the liar? Say I. You're constantly attracting cheaters. You're constantly attracting the liars. Just put liar in the chat. How many of you keep attracting the man babies? Like, these are the men that you gotta, like, oh my God, they are so daggone draining. Jeez. You keep attracting the man babies. You're the one that has to, like, encourage him. You gotta tell him to take out the daggone trash. He doesn't offer to pay the daggone bills. Like, they're irresponsible. The majority of men are cheaters and liars. Ooh, bless your heart, baby. You're absolutely right. Okay? Whatever you believe is true for you, ma'am, and if that works for you, then if you like it, I love it. I don't think it does work for you, though. Okay? If that's your truth in your world, it's going to be a very sad world. How many of you attract men who are emotionally unavailable? Like, you're constantly attracting the emotionally unavailable men. I saw somebody say mama's boys. That's it. Mama's boys is will give you a headache, man. That's how I lost my edges, messing around with the mama's boys. Mama's boys are no man. Okay? Mama's boys, no ma'am. It will make you lose your edges. How many of you keep attracting? Okay. You said you attract narcissists, liars, and cheaters. You attract men who are emotionally unavailable. The emotionally unavailable men. Now, I just want you to understand that you can literally predict how many of you are single? Like you are single. You're not going out with anybody. You're not in a committed relationship. You are as single as two left broken toenails. Say I. Like, where's my ladies that are single? You're very single. Say I. I'm single. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. You're too much single. My stepdad is the closest I've got to a real man in my life. It's beautiful for your stepdad. I love that. But you shouldn't have love. So we want that for you. All right. How many of you have been single like for longer than a year? You've been single longer than a year. I don't know about y'all. This is not the time period for you to be playing this, oh my God, I love being single. I'm better by myself. No, ma'am. Stop saying that. Please, ma'am, stop it. You don't need to say that anymore. Now that you know me, you don't have to say that anymore. Stop it. It's too damn expensive for you to be trying to do things by your daggone self. The world's too unstable. We don't even know if we're going to be here much longer. Like, stop that. All right? If you can attract a man who can love your soul and treat you like the queen that you are, would you prefer that, ma'am? To be with your best friend, your romantic best friend, ma'am, or be by yourself, doing this by yourself, ma'am, paying all these high behind inflation rates by yourself, going through a recession by yourself. Which one do you prefer, ma'am? By yourself or with your romantic best friend? Some of you are literally speaking that crazy talk. You are blocking your own blessing. So then you can't see your soulmate. They just passed you by because you spoke something that covered your eyes from even being able to see your soulmate. Stop it. Right. Well, your husband is your romantic best friend. Okay. That's the only option with me. You go all the way. If that man could put a title on his daggone car and on his dog, then he sure as heck better give you a title. It's too daggone dangerous for you not to have a title. And make sure you get prenup too. And the prenup better benefit you, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. I teach my students. what to do with this. All right. So if you are clear that you want your romantic best friend, then I need you to listen up so that you can be able to attract them and attract them within the next 3 to 6 months. The first thing, when you're dating, baby, he knows your insecurities. He knows your issues. He knows that you magnetize narcissists. He knows you magnetize liars and cheaters. He knows before you open your mouth. And he puts you in one of 3 categories. He will put you in the category of wife potential, just for the moment until I meet wife potential, or good for one night, or just good for sex. Okay? He's putting you in one of these 3 categories when you first meet him. You enter into the attraction phase. Okay? And the attraction phase is when you triggered his testosterone. However, men it's built in them. That's why it says he shall find his wife. They have like this honing device in them for them to know. And they can tell if you are radiating wife energy. And they also can tell instantly if you are somebody that they want to be with long term. I'm going to give you a secret that most women don't know. Okay? This is what he's doing. He's measuring how you make his nervous system feel. Just by your energetic field. So somebody asked me about pheromones, and pheromones are great, ma'am. That's like, I call that your sugar. Okay? Pheromones are great, but it doesn't matter if magnetically, based on your love archetype, you're still a magnet and your pheromones are drawing in all the dogs, man, and all of the gremlins and the roaches. Like, sugar is not good on the ground because it brings the roaches. Sugar is good in your stomach for a minute when it tastes good. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Some of y'all, you got your pheromones spraying all over the daggone place. You got your sugar leaking all over the floor, and then you wonder why men just use you for sex. But I'm just letting you know right now that when you trigger his testosterone, before he's had sex with you, he already has put you in one of those 3 categories. Yes. And you can tell. You can tell. So the first thing I do with my students is I have to make sure that they have rewired their love blueprint so that it doesn't block them from being able to trigger bonding biology, and so that they are aligned with attracting healthy, high-tier men in relationships. Okay? Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm helping her to recalibrate so that her love blueprint doesn't align with the liars and cheaters and narcissistic dogs and everything else. And literally, it's all science. Okay, the Heart Institute has done studies. The University of Colorado has done studies. Harvard has done studies. There's been so many studies. And even if you listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, like Dr. Joe Dispenza's work supports a lot of the things that I teach you. But there's also been scientific studies that show that based on your behavior is also determining if a man can actually biochemically bond with you or not. It can show you the likelihood of you being able to have a man to want to provide, protect, and commit to you or not, based on your dating patterns and behaviors. So when a man is triggered by your testosterone, I don't care who he is, ma'am. I don't care if he is a pastor. He wants sex. You triggered his sex hormone. If he didn't have that capability, then the human species would go extinct. Okay? Because some women get mad about that. All men want is sex. And yes, kind of. He's built like that. In the beginning. That's what he wants, ma'am. Your sugar plum. Okay? Your hot pocket. That's what he wants, ma'am. Okay? He wants your bubble gum. Now, some of y'all lie to yourself and you think that he wants more. But you don't know him like that. You don't know him. And here's where some of you really slip up. You have the guy, he's been chasing you like forever, okay? He's been going hard trying to get with you, and you're like, nah. Then you get lonely. You're like, well, maybe I should give him a chance. And then you give him a chance, and then he dogs you out or he breaks your heart. Or you have the friend. You got the friend, and y'all were just friends for so long, then all of a sudden, you and your friend decide to skip what I'm teaching you right now, and y'all just decide one night that you just gonna drop it high and spread it low. And then your friend, who may have been a great friend, ends up dogging you out like all the other men have dogged you out. Anybody at all can relate to what I just said? Okay? And the reason why is because these stages, baby, go in order. The moment he expresses that he's interested in you, you gotta follow the rules, ma'am. Biochemically. Or you're sabotaging yourself. I don't care if y'all been friends since you were 2 years old. Your mamas grew up together. They were best friends. You've been hanging out, playing together forever and ever and ever. And then when you're 50 years old, you decide that y'all want to start dating. And then now all of a sudden, you go from him expressing that he's interested in you, and then the next day, y'all jumping into bed, you're setting yourself up for failure. He hasn't been able to biochemically bond to you yet. So when you've triggered that testosterone, then game on, okay? Game on. Guys, I only have like maybe, I'm already overtime, but I maybe have like 5-10 minutes tops. There's no way. I teach that to my students. Okay, I teach it to my students. But anyway, so when you trigger his testosterone, then you triggered for everything to start. Everything starts the moment that you trigger testosterone. The chase, the mating game, whatever you want to call it, ma'am. Okay, the dating game. It starts the moment that you trigger testosterone. And it's his behavior that you're watching to see. It's his behavior that you are watching to see if he's biochemically bonding to you. So after you triggered the testosterone and you are in the attraction phase, you instantly move into the courting phase. And this is where women slip and fall on aisle 9, okay? Because his triggered testosterone has him doing and saying whatever he needs to in order to get it, ma'am, okay? You know what I'm talking about, that peach cobbler, all right? The kibbles and bits, the Scooby snacks, okay? He's going to say whatever he needs to say. He's going to send a text. He's going to call you. He's going to take you out on dates, ma'am, okay? Because he wants your hot biscuit. That's what he wants. Now, if you are dating like a boss diva, okay? And this is what a diva, divine, intelligent, vivacious, alluring. If you are dating like a boss diva, then you're dating a certain kind of way. And you're not dating in a way that you're playing games, ma'am. Okay? And you know, when you hear people talk about like blue cat, green dog, and all this other stuff, and how their man is really, really into them, what she's doing, here's the secret. To the women that you see who have the golden retriever man, she is automatically triggering bonding biology. She does it by accident. Okay? She's doing it by accident. But you can do it with intention. You can do it where you are setting yourself up. Some of you, no matter what you do, you keep attracting the same trash over and over and over again. However, when you rewire your love blueprint, then you're going to be doing it too. So during the courting phase, he's doing everything to get it. And based on what you're doing, based on how you're moving, you're triggering his bonding biology over and over and over again. Oh. And when you're doing that, this is what's happening. This is what's so crazy. I love science so much. Oh my God. It makes me just So his testosterone, as he starts to fall for you, as he starts to get to know you, is dropping, ma'am. It's dropping to the floor. Okay? Like it's hot. That means he's becoming more feminine. He's becoming more nurturing, which means he's becoming more giving. He wants to give. He's not going to want you to pay. He's not going to want you to pay for a date. He's going to want to come and fix your tire. If you got stranded on the side of the road, okay? And of course you're going to get stranded on the side of the road. Of course. You're going to call him and be like, oh my God, I'm stranded on the side of the road. Okay? Because that's how cars work. Cars get stranded on the side of the road. And you're going to you're going to see if this man is going to come help you while you're stranded on the side of the road. And then you're going to see, is he like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Where are you? Versus, I don't know why I'm like this, y'all. I'm Sagittarius, okay? I don't know why I'm like this. Call Lyft and Uber and let me know when you get home. Okay, ma'am. And it's so interesting. I've had women tell me that the men that they have been dating have told them that. Like, it's like, Shay, I did your stranded on the side of it. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is. Oh God. Ma'am, put your AAA card away. Okay, no, you don't. Okay, when you dating, no, you don't. If he says anything other than I'm on my way, and he's not dead or in the hospital, man, be smart, okay? Now, I understand that cars can be unpredictable. However, the cars, it broke down on a day that you know that he's available. Like, you know he's in town. He's not out of town when the car broke down. So then the car breaks down, and if he does anything but where are you at? If he hesitates for a second, if he says prayers and salutations, ma'am, he's not biochemically bonding to you. No, ma'am, that's not what's happening. Because when he starts to bond for you, his testosterone drops, and so does serotonin. Okay? Don't make me laugh. Stop it. Don't make me laugh. So his serotonin is dropping, which means that he's becoming obsessed with thinking about you and how he can make you happy. He's becoming obsessed. And another thing that's happening is dopamine is going up, and then his bonding hormone in the background is starting to percolate. Now, some of y'all be listening to the wrong people online that literally be sabotaging your ability to track your husband. If you listen to anybody online that tells you you need to stress the man out, ma'am, I need you to delete and block that account, ma'am. Okay? It is a lie from the pit of hell. That is not how you trigger his bonding biology. And I'm gonna tell you where that lie came from. However, that is not it. Feeding him salt and food, ma'am, that is not it. All right? Stop it. Please stop it. And you listen to anybody telling you to use a man for money, ma'am? Ma'am. Okay. So his testosterone is dropping. His serotonin is dropping. That means he's like, it's driving him crazy. Okay. What's stressful? This is what stresses him out. What stresses him out is that he's thinking about you all the freaking time. He can't stop thinking about you. And his testosterone dropping causes his cortisol, his stress hormone, to rise. And he's stressed. That's what's stressing him. Literally falling in love with you is stressing him out. Not you intentionally stressing the damn man out. Like, he don't need help. Falling for you, biochemically bonding to you, that is the part that's causing the stress. And something else is happening, right? So his testosterone dropping is for you, all of you sending me the penis with the heart on it. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Bless you. So what is so amazing, right, about the fact that his testosterone is dropping is that in order for him to biochemically bond to you, his vasopressin receptors have to be free. Like, they have to be available in order to catch the vasopressin. Vasopressin is a male bonding hormone. That's what makes him want to provide, commit, protect you, and commit to you for life, okay? And the more you trigger that vasopressin for a longer period of time, the better it is for you. So you know when y'all like to go to your uncles and your cousins and your brothers, and you're like, okay, I'm going to listen to a man because a man knows how to date another man better. This man has more experience dating men than any other woman I know, so I need to go to him as the expert. Men will lie to you, and they will set you up to have you jacked up, talking about something. You need to give him sex in order for him to fall in love. Absolutely not. No, ma'am. Nope, not biochemically, because according to Dr. Don Maslow, okay, they done research on it. If you have sex with a man too soon, then you're interrupting his vasopressin production. And then that means the less vasopressin that he's producing, the less that he's capable of bonding to you. And I know some of y'all are like, yeah, but my granddaddy, he married my grandma and they had sex after one day. And that's why they hated each other. That's why they stayed married and they slept in separate rooms and they didn't have sex for years. They were unhappily married, ma'am. Okay? Don't believe the hype. Not everything that glitters is gold. Okay? Science is science is science is science. Period. And then if there's an exception, why would you ever want to hedge your bet on an exception instead of a rule? But I digress. So when his testosterone is dropping, it's clearing his vasopressin receptors, because what makes a man, a player in the beginning is because those vasopressins are blocked. So let me see if I can find something. So this is the vasopressin receptor. This is the vasopressin. This is the vasopressin receptor. And this is, hold on. And this is testosterone. If testosterone is sitting on his vasopressin receptor, guess what? It's blocked. So when he's like horny in the beginning and he's trying to have sex with you, ma'am, his bonding receptor, what catches the falling in love committing hormone, is blocked. What you doing? Hello? What are you doing, ma'am? If you're hungry, if you're hungry, then oh wow, we got the Mrs. Sirs that are on here. Sir, if you're gay, you can stay. You are welcome to stay if you're gay. However, if you're straight, hit the gate, sir. This is a women environment. We don't need you here, okay? But if you're gay, then accept my apologies and you can stay. Okay? But go do something with yourself if you're not. All right. So anyway, his vasopressin receptor is blocked in the beginning by the testosterone, ma'am, by his sex hormone. It's blocked. Hold on, sir. You got lost from the place where you can find a job. Let me help block you and show you your way back home. There you go. They get bothered. They get bothered. I love it. Anyway, so the testosterone is blocking, and what is triggered is for him to have sex. In order for you to get him to bond to you, that means that this needs to be clear. And as he's falling for you, then that's what's happening. It's clearing it so that the vasopressin can now occupy the space. And the more of these, the more vasopressin receptors is occupying the space, then the more that man is biochemically bonding to you. So what do you need? What do you need in order for you to be able to trigger his bonding hormone? First thing, and I missed this at first. I missed this when I first started doing this work. How does he do testosterone? I'm sorry, I don't understand. How does he drop testosterone? When he is pursuing you, when he's falling for you, and I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else deeper. Okay, this is the part that nobody else tells you. This is the reason why when you're doing like running around, chasing your tail, and doing all of this Walmart love advice online. This is the reason why it's not working for you. Because if your love blueprint is wired to trigger for his testosterone and is wired to turn him off, then nothing you do is going to have him biochemically bond to you. You can't. Okay. So then when I learned that from just helping so many people, I was like, what's happening here? Like I have her doing all the techniques. Like she's super feminine. She's doing all the things and it's not working. Like she's still not able to attract a good man who's wanting to pour into her. So like what's going on? And what I realized when I dove deep, because I was doing the same thing like all the other so-called love dating coaches were doing, and no offense to them, they have good hearts. They're trying to help people. It's just not helping. And so what the problem is that if a woman has love blocks, okay, you know the love archetype I was telling you about? If she has love blocks, then the love blocks is keeping her from being able to trigger that biology. Let me tell you the science behind why. If you have love blocks, first of all, you're operating with low estrogen, high cortisol. You are stressed out. Some of you have been surviving on anxiety for so long, you don't even notice that you're constantly anxious. So when a woman's cortisol is high, it decreases her ability to produce oxytocin. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone. So if she's producing oxytocin, it allows her to be able to receive love. So she's producing norepinephrine and dopamine, but she's not producing the oxytocin. Let me break down to you why that's so important. If you are producing what causes you to be addicted to love while being incapable of receiving love, then you're going to attract men who can't give you love. Oh, I'm by myself? Nobody felt that? Hello? Did y'all hear me? Do I need to clock out? I need to go. Did I explain that bad? She said, say it again. Talk to your neighbor. I don't even know which part to start. Okay, so when a woman has love blocks, her estrogen is suppressed because she's in fight or flight mode. She's in protection mode. When a woman doesn't feel safe, when she's afraid of getting hurt, when she's dealing with past traumas, when she's dealing with past heartbreak, then what that does is first of all, it blocks her root chakra and it causes her heart to be incoherent. If her heart is incoherent with her mind, then her field, this is according to the Heart, this is the Heart Institute, okay? This is the Heart Institute combined with my research. I'm also a scientist, okay? By the way, if y'all don't know, okay? Graduated pre-med from biology, was accepted into medical school. I've been researching this for over 2 decades. I don't know anybody else who's been researching this at the level that I have been researching this. But when a woman has love blocks that haven't been cleared first, then what happens is that her estrogen is being suppressed, her cortisol is high, and it's blocking her ability to produce oxytocin. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone for a woman that allows her to be able to receive love. This is what allows you to be able to receive a man's attention. So if a woman is blocked from receiving a man's love, then she's going to reject any man that could love her, even subliminally, subconsciously. She's going to sabotage it every time, and she's only going to attract the men who can't love her. Did y'all get it? And this is the crazy part, okay? This is the crazy part. It goes even deeper. There's also been research when it comes to mothers and their children and them being able to receive their children's love and also give them love at full capacity when their cortisol is super high and their oxygen is low. And you're passing on generational patterns to your children. You are literally there. They learn how to attract love through the woman, through the mother. So when you don't do this work, the work of getting yourself aligned first, clearing those love lives, which is why that's part of my process. You got to clear love lives. And the clients that come to me, they have done years of therapy. They have done all the things, the journaling, the retreats, because I only work with action takers. I don't work with excuse makers, okay? So the women that's come to me, they're like, Shay, just tell me what to do. I'm not trying to make any excuses. I'm not looking for anybody to save me. Just tell me what it is that I need to do. And so these women, they go to work and they work on clearing their love blocks so that they can realign their love blueprint. When they realign their love blueprint, then that decreases the cortisol, increases their feminine energy, the estrogen, which now allows them to be able to receive love. And the more they're able to be able to receive love, and the more they're in their feminine energy, then the better quality man they're going to attract. This is science, y'all. It's science. You don't have to think about it, okay? You don't have to predict it. Some of y'all have been running away from the stuff for so long, and you're like, what is it? What is it is that your daddy left your mother when you were young, and you blamed yourself, and you thought you were unworthy to be loved. So you keep attracting your daddy and every man that you attract. That's what happened. What happened is that somebody violated you when you were young, and because they violated you, it left you with the energy of shame. So you keep attracting men who are shameful, who keep violating you as well. And that creates an energy. It blocks your heart from being coherent to allow you to be able to receive healthy love. So then when you're dating, your cortisol is high, your heart is incoherent, your oxytocin is low. So then your natural ability to trigger him to have his testosterone drop and his vasopressin increase is blocked. It's blocked. Why? Because in order for a man to be able to bond to you biochemically, he has to feel peace in his nervous system. Thank you, Mrs. Duchess. I appreciate that. He has to feel peace in his nervous system. In order for let me back up. In order for a healthy, good man to be able to bond to you, he has to feel peace in his nervous system for one. You have to be able to trigger that testosterone has to drop. Remember, if you can't trigger this testosterone to drop to clear the way, then that means the vasopressin it's blocked. Vasopressin won't be able to sit where the receptor is. It won't be able to do that, man. Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Gotta give it to myself. Won't be able to do that. It's blocked. So then he stays like here. He stays with his vasopressin receptors blocked, even though he's been with you for 5 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're like, well, damn, when are we gonna get married? Like, why can't you treat me right? Why can't you give me that? He got this still sitting. Why is he cheating? First of all, he a dog. Why he cheating? Because he's a gremlin. Okay, he's a Build-A-Bear. That's why he's cheating, man. You're not responsible for somebody else's behavior, but you are responsible for who you attract and allow to stay in your world. You have the power to change it. And like I said, is as predictable as science. That's the reason why I spent $2.3 million in a whole year of just so much freaking stress because there wasn't enough of me to go around. Every time we got booked up, then I would hire a coach and then they would get booked up. Then I hire another coach and they would get booked up. And the demand was so high. So I was like, okay, you know what? Plus, nobody ever coaches the way that I coach. They don't provide the kind of results like at my level, right? And they still get great results, but I'm, like it's a gift. This is God moving through me that allows me to do what it is that I do. So I said, you know what? How do I clone myself? And what I did was I created an avatar, like a talking avatar. And then I created the app, the Her Pocket Coach app. And in the app, it's like you have your own companion. And I trained her to start coaching you to work with you so that you can be able to clear the love blocks and realign your love blueprint and be part of a community of action takers, not people making excuses, not talkers, but action takers who are willing to take action. And they're in there and they're doing the meditation and they get a course a month in order for them to start working on it, right? And at tier 2, they get unlimited access to my courses outside of the Love Success Journey. And they also are part of the community. And they also are getting unlimited access to my meditations. And they're like 60 meditations. There's like an AI-driven journal in there that's like coaching you and having you go deeper. And there's like so many different features in the app. It's amazing. There's nothing else like it, right? And for the women who are like, Shay, like I want full integration. Like I really want to be able to go deep. I want to be able to attract my husband in 3 to 6 months. Then we have the Love Success Journey. And the Love Success Journey starts to work on your nervous system and your subconscious mind. Because if you don't clear the love blocks and retrain the nervous system that has been getting bombarded over and over and over again, when somebody comes to you with peaceful love, then you're going to reject it every time. Like you have associated chaos with chemistry. So there's no way that when a good man comes along, you're going to be like, okay, I'm ready for this good man. If from the time you were young, love equaled pain. So then you have to also rewire your subconscious mind so that you have automatically a definition of love that equals healthy, that equals fulfilling, that equals aligned. I had a client and she is very, very successful, very smart, very, very pretty. And she kept attracting like narcissistic men. No matter what she did matchmaking, she did all kinds of online dating, she did all kinds of stuff. Nothing worked. She was in therapy, that didn't work. She did journaling, shadow work, all kinds of stuff. And then she came to me and she enrolled into Boston University. And she was able to start to clear her love blocks that allowed her to rewire her love blueprint. And what that does is that unlocks your ability to now receive love. So now she was able to receive healthy love. And then in 5 months, she met this man, and this man is also very successful. He's also very wealthy. And he was like spoiling her, like flying her out, like, he's doing very well for himself. And he proposed to her 11 months after they're dating. And that's what happens with my students. Like they get proposals, they attract great men. And it's not like, it's funny. Somebody today that I had a session with said that they thought I was a witch because they're like, how's she so successful at getting all these people married? Like what kind of witchcraft? And they were serious. Like it's not witchcraft, baby. Like it literally is science. Y'all, I don't like playing the whole guessing game, the whole Russian roulette game. I wanted it to be predictable. So anyway, this client was dating this man. 11 months later, he proposed to her, and they're getting married. And he emailed me. And he was like, Shay, I just want to thank you. Like, I thank you for the work that you did with my fiance. Like, I know I would have never been able to meet her if it wasn't for you and the program that you have. She's like such an amazing woman. And I want to invite you to our wedding. And it's an Indian wedding, y'all. I can't wait though. Okay, it's going to be my first Indian wedding, but I can't wait to go. So what I'm telling you is don't blame yourself. The reason why you haven't been able to attract love isn't because you're not pretty enough. It's not because you're too old. It's not because you're too fat or too skinny or too this or too that, because my clients be all kinds of shapes, sizes, races, everything, and they're still able to attract the healthy love, the men that are really into them, because the science is a science, is a science, is a science. Period. Science and science, science. Okay? So, for those of you who want my help, because you don't have any more time to waste and you're serious about attracting your romantic best friend, say I. Say I. Those of you who you want my help, like you're serious, you want my help, okay? You're not somebody just collector of information, like you're an action taker. And you want my help. You want my help, say I. So, and this is important, y'all, because when you say I to yourself, when you say yes, this is what I found. I found that so many women want a man to say yes to them, and they can't even say yes to themselves. They can't. They will abandon themselves every time. When it's time for them to choose themselves, they will abandon themselves. Why? Because they've been practicing that since they were a little girl. They felt like everybody abandoned them, so they learned how to abandon themselves. So of course they keep attracting men who keep abandoning them, cheating on them, mistreating them, not seeing them, not valuing them, because they themselves do the same thing. And you will always get what you give yourself. Some of y'all, you have never, ever really, truly invested in yourself, but you want to attract a wealthy man. Make it make sense, man. The math ain't mathing, man. It's not mathing. But for those of you who are serious and you want my help, this is what I'm going to do. So I have what's called the Secrets of a Master Seductress. Okay. And the Secrets of a Master Seductress, that's like a course that like blew up. It did so well. And then I sunset it. And the reason why I sunset it, and I only have it for my students that are in BDU, because a lot of people was getting the course and they were not using it ethically. Because I believe that there's karma. And with all this power that I'm teaching you, like it comes with a great deal of responsibility. So one of the things in the course is I teach women how to dilate their pupils, because dilating your pupils when you're looking at a man triggers attraction. And I also teach how to chakra fire, how to be able to send energy from your heart. Oh my God, I'm not really helping my case for those of you who think I'm a witch, but how to send energy from your heart to his in order to trigger bonding, right? And so anyway, that is inside of the course, and that's what you'll get. So for those of you who want my help, then when you book a love mapping call where you're going to sit down with either myself or one of my trained specialists, and we're going to come through exactly what is it that is blocking you from naturally being able to trigger his bonding biology. And what is the fastest way that we can assist you that fits within your budget, ma'am, to being able to attract your romantic best friend and accomplish your goals. And when you show up for your call, I'm going to pay for your call. I'm going to pay for your call. I'm not going to do this for long, but I'm going to pay for your call. And when you show up for your call, then I'm going to give you 7 days access into the Secrets of the Master Seductress, where you can be able to learn how to trigger his bonding biology through chakra firing. So if you want that, then go to lovemappingcall.com. Okay, go to lovemappingcall.com. And make sure, ladies, like you're a woman that like you ain't sitting there struggling to keep the lights on. All right, you're not struggling to be able to pay the bills. If you're there, then hold off, because you only get one call that I'm going to pay for, and you want to make sure that that call is worth it. All right, it's for women who you are financially successful, you're stable, you have everything but love, and all you need is the right guidance so that you can be able to attract your romantic best friend. All right, that's what this is for. And when you show up for your call, then you will get access to the Secrets of a Master Seductress, which is like a $900 course that will show you how to do multiple things. Okay, you're going to be an ethical seductress, and you'll know how to be able to trigger his bonding biology. You'll know how to be able to chakra fire, dilate your pupils, and some other ancient tricks that I will teach you that's in there. Okay, so make sure you go to lovemappingcall.com. And ladies, I just want you to know this. Okay, there's no need with all of the technology in the world. And if you're like anti-technology, ma'am, then I can't help you, because I believe in the precision of technology. Humans, they can feel one way one day, another day. There can be some inconsistency, but with technology, you can train technology to be consistent every single time. And being consistent delivers you consistent results, which is a must for me. Okay? With my success rate, I'm not trying to have anybody come in and not get the results that they're coming to me to get. So it was important to me to use the power of technology. And with everything that you have been through, with everything that you told yourself, I just want you to understand this, baby. You have always been the prize. You've always been the prize. You don't have to do the guessing game anymore. When you realize that you are the prize and you finally clear whatever is blocking you from seeing that, then the right person will rise up and claim you as a prize you've always been. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for watching. If you're not following me on Instagram, please make sure that you're following me on Instagram and like the video just to say thank you so the algorithm knows to keep sharing it with more women like you. I love you, ladies. God bless. Have a good night. Bye. I need a DJ. I need a DJ at the end.